Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. You join me away in the caravan and we're going to be taking a look at the 30w Immersive Soundbar with an enhanced bass from Falcon Technology. This is quite a new product and I'm quite keen to show you this because it is a leap forward in comparison to previous models. So let's get it out the box and I'll show you what you get. So the first thing out the box is the actual soundbar itself. And it's weighs quite heavy. It's 1.5 kilos in weight. It's 480 millimeters in length and it's 60 millimeters in depth and 60 millimeters in height. We have on the front, I can see a series of speakers in the grille. Let's just turn it round. Now on the opposite side we have some information. It is DC 12 volt 2 amp power and USB DC 5 volts. It's Bluetooth version 5.0 and the speakers are 2 times 15 watts, 30 watts. Now on this side here we have the line input, the ARC HDMI. We also have a 12 volt DC power input and below that we have a fibre optic cable input. So on the right hand side, first of all at the top we have the power button here. Below that we have the input for various inputs such as your fibre optic and also Bluetooth pairing button and the volume up and down. Next to the volume up and down we have the micro SD card slot which is for MP3 music, and then we have the USB-A. So I've got now the power supply, we have a universal power supply and we can either select the UK plug or the European plug to power it. We also have a 12 volt power supply as well. The next cable that we've got, I really like the idea of this. I'll just undo it so I can explain it a little bit more. This is like a Y cable. So what you would do here is you would plug in, let's say we plug in the 12 volt. You plug the 12 volt into here, like so. And one of these would go to your soundbar and the other would go to your TV, so you can power it from the same source, which I think is a really good idea. You've not got loads of power cables all over the place and it'll be quite neat when it's set up. Next couple of cables, we have a 3.5mm end-to-end audio jack and we also have a fibre optic cable as well. Now the next thing we've got is this bracket, and this allows you, if your TV is compatible, all the Falcon ones on the WebOS side are, to fit this to your TV and then fit the soundbar underneath so it's all one. Now this is obviously if you're not using the TV stand. It also comes with an additional clamp and screws. Now if you have got a TV on a stand, then there's some rubberized feet that you can fit on the bottom of the soundbar. Now the final few things are we have a user manual, we have a set of AAA batteries and we have a remote control for the soundbar. So to fit the bracket it's quite simple really. We're going to take the holes at the bottom section of the bracket and you can adjust left to right, and we're going to marry them up with these two holes here and fit the screws. Now don't over tighten these because you could crack it. After all, this is plastic. But there you go, it's now ready to go. So what we'll do now, we'll flip the TV over and I'll show you how you fit the soundbar into the bracket. So taking our soundbar, we just insert on the side here and push carefully until we've slid it in, and it's about halfway in between, and that is the simple way to actually fit the soundbar. So setting up a TV on a stand with the soundbar couldn't be simpler really. We are going to take the 12 volt, plug this in like so, Taking the cable that's supplied with the soundbar for the power, we're going to plug that in. take our TV and attach one of the power supplies to the TV, like so. And then we're going to take the soundbar and plug the other into the power source for that. So apart from actually attaching some form of cable, if we're not going to be using Bluetooth, that is how you would set it up. It's very simple. So I've got a little bit of YouTube music, so we're going to try and play that. Now, it probably won't do it justice, but perhaps if you listen in headphones, you get a better idea of how it sounds. Now, if you have the Falcon carry case like me, then the bracket can remain on the TV and still be stored in the carry case, which saves you taking it on and off. Well folks, we've been using the Falcon 30w Immersive Soundbar over the weekend and we've been pretty impressed. It belts out a decent sound and it does fill the Caravan. In fact, you'd better be careful you don't want to upset your neighbours because it is that good. It's quite clear in its sound and it does offer enhanced bass over the previous model. I like the fact that you can play MP3s with it, and also there are plenty of inputs, and Falcon have also supplied all the leads for those inputs, so no matter whether you've got a Falcon TV or your own TV from a different brand, you can still use this and get some enriched sound, because let's be honest, we all know that speakers in televisions are quite thin and they're not very pleasurable to listen to. But with this, it's going to make your TV enhanced a lot more, and also it's quite reasonably priced, probably one that you might want to consider for Christmas. So it's in the Falcon website now. They're also at the show at the NEC this coming October, so if you want to listen to it for yourself, it will be on demo there. Thank you very much for watching, and I do hope you'll join us again real soon, but in the meantime, bye for now.